I just edited images like a pro, created several images for an ad campaign, and built 4 product mockups, all using ChatGPT. No Photoshop, no team, just prompts. In this video, I'm showing you 5 powerful ways to use ChatGPT's 4.0 image generator for your business. This new feature is going to save you a ton of time and a ton of money. The results are amazing. Here are the 5 tasks I'm going to cover. First, we're going to have some fun. In task number 1, I'm going to create an image of my favorite car, a vintage Lamborghini. Next, we're going to create images for an ad that I don't have stock photography of, so we're going to use ChatGPT to create authentic, original content. In task number 3, we're going to prompt ChatGPT to edit an image instead of doing it manually with Photoshop. This is a huge game changer. In task 4, I'm going to take an old, bad photograph of a product and turn it into a crisp, high-resolution image that will convert. And finally, in task 5, I'm going to mock up a product to be used for 4 different audiences. So the images are going to have 4 different themes of this product. Pretty cool stuff. And we didn't have to hire a photographer or a graphic designer. We do it all with prompts. And stick around to the end because I will give you all the prompts that I use in this video. So let's get started. Before we get started with the images, let me just show you how you get to this. I'm in 4.0 here, and I will tell you, I have had a lot of difficulty using 4.0 in my Teams account. Oftentimes, it won't even generate. I think there's so many people using this service. Oftentimes, for the majority of these to render, I've had to jump over to my Pro account. So hopefully you don't have those issues. Let me show you real quick. You go into 4.0, select it here, and then you come down here to the 3 dots. And you want to say create an image, and it's going to create this blue text here. And then you just insert your prompt. If you want to reference another image, you can click this plus sign here and say upload from your computer if you want to like edit an image here. So it's very easy to do. Now, let me show you my first time using this, and it was to create an image of my favorite car. Okay, so here's the prompt I gave it. I wanted to create an image of a 1971 Lamborghini Miura SV by Bertoni, and I wanted the Miura to be in this crazy green color, and I figured why not, let's put it next to Lake Como in Italy. Should be a pretty cool image. And here is what it created, which pretty amazing. Now, first off, compared to what ChatGPT would have created in the past, total garbage previously. It wouldn't even recognize this. This is very realistic. It's not 100%, and I'll point some of those things out to you, but it's really amazing. And just the overall composition, I was super impressed with this. Now, a couple things. I did not like the gold coloring, the wheels and the trim. So my follow-up prompt was, great, can you change the gold trim to silver? And here's what it created. Now, this is a huge change from the previous versions, whether you were using DALL-E, a DALL-E 2 or 3, it would give you a completely different image. Here, it literally just changed the wheels and the trim from gold to silver, which is pretty amazing. Now, here's a couple things where it's not 100%. And for this is, I'm going to like nerd out as far as like car guy stuff. First, the wheels are kind of like messed up. They're not totally similar, and the style itself isn't totally realistic. And this is a part here. This was a piece of the car. They referred to them as eyelashes. And here they look like they're kind of melting. Let me show you what they look like in real life. Here is a 1968 Miura, and you can see these eyelashes right here, okay? So they're not supposed to look like they're melting. Also, take a look at this here. This is a 68, so it's a little narrower in the back. And the reason why I said I wanted a 71 SV, I know this is car guy stuff, but it's got like wider hips. It looks more aggressive. And so ChatGPT got that wrong. So overall, it's not 100%, but I know I'm being picky here. This is pretty amazing stuff that it literally just took a simple prompt and a matter of seconds to create this image. Another thing to note here is it is really fixed text. Before, text was a total mess when you asked ChatGPT to create an image and there was some kind of text. I didn't even ask it to do this, and it actually spelled out Miura SV perfectly on the license plate, which is really great. Text is like not a problem anymore, which is a great feature. Next, when I was looking at the image, I'm like, if I'm going to create this image, why do I want a cloudy sky, kind of overcast? But Also, take a look at here. So I prompted to change it up, but take a look here. Like the shadows are softer here because it's kind of like a cloudy day, which is actually a really nice composition. However, when I asked it to remove the clouds, this is what it created. And look at how much more vibrant things are. Obviously the blue sky, but that's reflected in the water, which makes it more realistic. And look at the shadow here. It's a much stronger contrast. It's a much darker shadow here. So this is really pretty amazing for like you get these kind of results just from simple prompts. Finally, I asked it, I wanted to see, okay, really the profile of this car is what really makes it fantastic. I wanted to see if it could do this. And it did. Like the prompt was basically, please turn this so that I can see the profile. And here's what it created, which is pretty amazing. It's not 100%, but boy, this is pretty fantastic. Okay, a big problem I have in my agency is when we are trying to create ads for our clients, oftentimes we don't have good images. And, I subscribe to Adobe Stock Photo, but, a lot of the photos there, they're not going to really look like for this is for a landscape company for lawn care service. And so we want to make the images look as realistic and as authentic as possible. So if we're promoting a service in the area, we want the ads to feature homes in the area. So I figured I would try this out. And here's the prompt that I used. Generate a high quality image of a lush, well-maintained front lawn in a suburban neighborhood similar to Lake Forest, Illinois. The lawn should appear healthy, green, and freshly mowed with clean edging and a tidy appearance. Okay. So here's the first image that it created. And I thought, you know what? This is pretty good. It's not totally photorealistic, but if we are running ads on social media or like dynamic ads on Google, maybe YouTube, chances are 90% of the time, those are going to be shown on mobile. So it's going to be very small and people really wouldn't be able to tell whether or not this was an AI generated image or if it was a photograph. Next, I just asked it to generate another image of it with a different style home. And here's what it created. Then I wanted to take it one step further. And if we are advertising lawn maintenance services, we would ideally like to show a worker using a lawnmower in the image. And so I asked ChatGPT to create the same image, but having a worker using a commercial lawnmower in the frame. And here's what it created. Now it looks pretty good. This would be fine. But if you zoom in here, it looks like his eyes are kind of melting into his nose. So it would require a little bit more refinement here. But these are very basic prompts and it's really generating some fantastic results here. However, I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to try and use an existing photograph of an actual house from Lake Forest and see if ChatGPT could edit it so that essentially format it so I could use it for this campaign. So I hopped on to Zillow and I started looking for homes for sale in Lake Forest. And I downloaded these 2 images of houses and submitted it to ChatGPT. And basically, this is the prompt that I'm not going to go through this because it's actually a pretty lengthy prompt, but here's essentially what it created from that original photograph. And honestly, I'm pretty impressed with this. The grass itself, looks a little too green. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with this image. There are some strange things going on here. Like, for instance, this edging along the driveway kind of just ends. And then there's a little piece of grass in here where, this is like the world's smallest walkway to the front door. But that's something that could be cleaned up relatively easy. Also, just because I'm kind of familiar with the landscape industry, if someone has this kind of edging along their driveway, they would certainly have it over here. They just wouldn't have it on one side. But these are things you can refine, and have it recreate. But I was really impressed with the shadows and everything like that. Really with the house, I don't see too many crazy things going on with the house. So I think this is pretty amazing. And this definitely looks like a Lake Forest home. So I would definitely feel comfortable using this. And then I tried it with one more image, and this image has actually been edited. I can tell this has had the sky cropped out because there's some different coloration going on here. So this in itself, this image from Zillow has been modified. So I was kind of curious what ChatGPT would do with it. And here was the result. Now, what's pretty crazy here is that, it mimicked the trees and, this is pretty crazy stuff. Now, there are some things, there's something going on here with the chimney. This roof kind of looks like it's melting, some serious structural issues here. But, again, If this is in a small format, this gives us some nice space here. It highlights the lawn for what we'd like to kind of like feature in this ad. We can edit things, modify things. There could be text overlaying here. So I think this is a great basis and a great way to create content, really, or you get authentic and original content that you don't have to worry about copyright issues or anything like that. And it doesn't cost you anything. So this can be applied to a lot of different things. All right, now in task 3, I'm going to show you how I can eliminate Photoshop. Now, I actually have a lot of experience working with Photoshop. I've been working with Photoshop for over 25 years. It's pretty insane. So with this image, a client sent this to me and they wanted the lawn to look more lush and full. So I spent about a half an hour editing this image. But this is what's crazy. I just tried this. I gave ChatGPT this image with this prompt. Please enhance this image by highlighting the lawn area. Make the grass look lush, vibrant green, and photorealistic. Improve the overall clarity and color balance of the lawn without oversaturating it, ensuring the result looks natural and high quality. And this is what it created. Honestly, this is better than what I created in Photoshop. This is nice and clean, and honestly, it does look pretty realistic. I was shocked. And I mean, this literally took less than a minute to generate, whereas I spent 30 minutes in Photoshop creating something that actually didn't even look this good. So a great little tip here is if you want to edit an image, ask ChatGPT for the prompt first that you'll use for ChatGPT to edit the image, and you'll get a much better result. All right, for task number 4, we're going to take this old product photograph and make a new one and make it clean and clear and crisp. Here's how I did it. All right, so if we look at this original image, the image itself is small. It's only 600 by 800 pixels. It wasn't cropped out that great. It's got some pretty harsh edges. The image itself isn't super high res. So it's just not, it's kind of a sad looking image. Well, here's the prompt that I used. Please replace the background of this image to align with current product photography trends for holiday ornaments. The new background should be modern, clean, and minimalistic, ensuring the ornament remains the main focus without distracting elements. Additionally, the product features a specific logo that must be preserved and replicated exactly as it appears in the original image. The final image dimensions should be 1080 by 1080 pixels. Now, I had to revise my prompt because when I had it do it originally, it didn't copy the logo exactly. It got it kind of close, but it wasn't 100%. You've got to get the logo right. So that's how I modified my prompt. And this is what it created, which I think is absolutely insane. Like in a matter of seconds, I've done product photography, like the lighting, the setup, the editing, this saves hours of time. And we started with a poor quality original image, which is pretty amazing. It's not perfect, but when you look at even the original photograph isn't perfect. And that was an actual photograph taken of the product. So this is actually better than that. So I think this is a massive game changer. Just overall, this is fantastic. Of course, there are some little things. The basketball is kind of a little jacked up here. The texture on the basketball doesn't really look that accurate compared to the original one. But I mean, honestly, like this doesn't even have a blemish. Like it still kind of did replicate a little blemish here that could easily be photoshopped out. But as far as the bull's head and stuff like that, I bet, like some of this right in here is a little off. But I think that has more to do with our original image than anything else. So if we had a modern high-res image of the product now I think the ability to replicate it and then create all kinds of different backgrounds or settings, I mean, it's kind of unlimited. So, but this is just starting with a really bad original image. So super impressed with this. All right. Step number 5 is if you have a product or a service in development and you want to kind of mock up some imagery to kind of showcase it, or if you need some different imagery for your ads or marketing content, I'm going to show you how to take a product that's meant for 4 different products And I created all these different images from this prompt. Let me just go over the prompt real quick. Essentially, I'm going to upload one single image taken from the company's website. And I'm asking it to create like 4 images with different themes. So we have a fitness theme. It's for a headset. And so this could appeal to people working out. This could appeal or benefit automotive mechanics, construction workers, and hunters, specifically using rifles or guns. So it's also, it's a headset, but it's also like hearing protection. So as a part of your messaging, they should connect with the imagery. So you want to make sure that it is in the same environment that the target user will be using it in. So that's what I've done here. So we didn't have to hire photographers. We didn't have to hire graphic designers. This was all done with this prompt. Let's take a look at the results. All right, so this is the first image. It's targeted for people working in a gym environment. And overall, like I asked it to be gloss black for this application, and it did a really nice job. It's fairly realistic looking compared to the original image that I gave it. This is really fantastic. Next, I wanted it to create the image that would appeal to mechanics, and things got a little off the rails here. First off, it changed the shape of the earpiece, and it just kind of ends here. So it should kind of like continue around the neck. And this isn't at all what the buttons look like. So I didn't modify the prompt at all. And I think what the issue here is that it was building off of the first image, the fitness one. And I think I should have been more specific with it. So I do think that it could be modified. Of course, it's all based on your prompt. And so I think some prompt work would have to be done here in order to make sure that this was accurate. Next, I wanted the construction themed image created, and it completely changed the shape of the earpiece. It does connect around the back here, so that's better, but compared to the real product, this just kind of looks like it's melting right now. So there's definitely some more things that would have to be refined here, but overall, it's a pretty decent image. Finally, here's the one meant for hunters, and you can see here the shape of the earpiece has changed once again, and it has just magically disappeared into his collar, and the buttons and everything really don't even relate to the previous images. So we'd have to kind of tweak things a little bit here. But overall, it's pretty impressive that within a matter of seconds, just from a couple simple prompts, you can create these types of images. So let me know in the comments, which one of these case uses do you think is the most valuable for you? What's going to save you the most time and money? And if you would like a copy of any of these prompts that I've used in this video, head over to my school community. It's AI Marketing Mastery. It's a community, it's a free community for entrepreneurs and content creators who want to grow their brands. I share my experiences of running my marketing agency and the AI tools that I use to get great results for my clients. I post in the group regularly, and I do all the work for you, so you can just literally copy and paste the prompts for your own use. There's a link in the description below. And if you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.